Okay, I've got 9 o'clock, call the meeting to order. Mike, would you lead us in the flag salute, please?
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here.
Moss?
Here.
Starks?
Here.
Okay. B, recognize guests for question or comments. Limit 2 minutes per person per comments. Everybody's here for an agenda, I assume. You have anything, Mr. Buck?
I don't have anything to do.
Okay. We'll move on to item number 2, correspondence and reports. None. Item 3, discussion. None. Number 4, consent agenda. A, discuss, consider, and take action on the minutes of the regular meeting held June 16th, 2025. The agenda, purchase orders, warrants, payroll for June 23rd, 2025 for fiscal year 24-25 and fiscal year 23-24.
I'll move to approve that.
I'll second.
Moss? Starks?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes. Number 5, action items. A, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding service contract between the Board of County Commissioners, County Assessor, and Tisdale and O'Hara to begin July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026.
This is a contract for the assessor's office. They're still paying on, protests that are in litigation, so they have to continue the contract until that's over.
Okay.
I'll move to approve that.
I'll second.
Moss?
Yes.
Sparks? Schwartz?
Yes.
I guess that relates to the protest, doesn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Item B, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding service contract between the Board of County Commissioners, County Assessor, and Bass Law to begin July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026.
This is their new services that they'll start.
Okay.
I'll move to approve that.
I'll second.
Moss?
Yes.
Sparks?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes. Oh, these are different places. Item C, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding resolution number 22 through 24 on declaration of surplus for court clerk. It's like all kinds of monitors and the label printer, some outdated equipment that was replaced, what, by the state, I
Yes.
believe?
Mm-hmm.
I'll move to approve that.
I'll second.
Sparks? Moss?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes.
morning from the clerk's office.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do you want to send that to sure can. KFCOCONN.
Item D, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding construction contract and notice to proceed on bid number 14-24-25, 2025 for asphalt overlay projects.
I'll move to approve that.
I said the clerk's office
second.
just hand delivered what you emailed to him.
Moss,
Yes.
Sparks, Schwartz.
Yes.
Read that, can you email that you sent to me?
He gets to sign those by himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta do that one, I
Good to
think.
know.
Which one?
I believe this one. I don't think I was quite quick enough to get to this one.
No.
He's gonna be paying for all three, right?
KFCONN.
Make me responsible for your stuff too.
Well, you understand with the signature.
Thank you.
Anything else, we got the authority to call it off, right?
Okay. Item E, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding road right-of-way for Oventive. Number 1, I believe is Jeff's area.
Yes, that is in District 1. It says District 3 on it, but it's in 1.
Sorry.
Got it.
And it is located 7 east and 2 north of Okarche. It's a 3-inch polyline of fresh water for drilling, 90-day permit. Landowner signatures are there, and I move we approve that one.
Second that.
Moss,
Yes.
Sparks,
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yes. Item number 2 is in my area on that. It is out here by Loyal,
So it can be used
so
on shale?
it's not too big of a problem. It is starting 1 mile west and ending 1 mile north and west of Loyal. It's a 16-inch lay flat. It's just water transfer from one pond to another. So I make a motion to approve that one.
I'll second that.
What's your price point on this?
Moss,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Sparks.
Yes.
Go to 24 gallon per mile. Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Okay.
Item F, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding storm sirens. Jim Thomas and Jeff Covalt with the City of Kingfisher.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner, or Mayor Covalt was gonna be here this morning, but his job pays better than being the mayor. He had to attend to that this morning, so I'm here to speak on his behalf. As many of you know, 6 days ago on the 17th of June, we had a tornado come through Kingfisher County. It started in the west and came right down 33. We tried to activate the Sirens that are 1960 technology, and they failed. And we tried it several times and they failed. Mr. Deathridge and I and Ryan Gibson, my fire chief, have discussed this in great detail. I sent out a 2-page memo last Thursday to the commissioners expressing a desire that when the system was put in, it was a civil defense system. And that was in 1960. We're no longer under a Cold War environment. Technology is advanced. We're all aware Al Gore invented the internet. And I think we just need to get back to something that's more dependable. I believe all about Kingfisher, Jack Quirk was on the internet broadcasting about this tornado, but there are still people in the community that either don't have a cell phone or they don't have internet, and they rely on outdoor sirens. I don't believe any siren made in America would have identified 70-mile-an-hour wind and rain coming west to east the way it was hit. But I believe there needs to be something better than what we've got. I'm proposing a partnership with Kingfisher County that we split the costs. Mr. Deathridge did some research and has determined the cost to be about $250,000. I think you need to rely on more than just one source. I thought his public service announcement last week was right on the mark, where he said, please do not rely solely on outdoor warning systems for emergency alerts. We strongly encourage all residents to use multiple sources of weather and emergency notification radio stations, including NOAA weather radios, local news stations, and emergency alert apps. And I would add that, like I said, Jack Quirk was on live with Kingfisher, all about Kingfisher, and so the same residents that are on Facebook chipping their teeth, you know, about, oh, we didn't have any idea a tornado was coming, would have seen Jack on there broadcasting and giving warnings. But I think we need to be proactive. I've been in Kingfisher 2 years, and we've had a number of close calls. Fortunately, this last one, it just kind of blew through and didn't stir anything up. But I've been in this field for over 30 years, and I believe in partnerships. I had a great relationship with the commissioners in Rogers County on the other side of the state, and we did a number of things together, and I don't see any reason why we can't do the same here in Kingfisher. And so with that, I'm open to discussion. Mayor Covalt's supportive of this partnership, and we're willing to step up to the plate and help implement this. Chief Gibson from the fire department's here. We looked at the equipment the next day. There was power to it. We just don't know why it didn't go off. We can make some assumptions, you know, lightning, rain, the heavy winds, but we just can't figure out why, other than it's just an old system. I'm here to answer any questions you might have and open this conversation up.
Why was it not updated before now?
You know, Commissioner, I think local governments are run much differently than the federal government. We use things till they break. The federal government is spending money like drunken sailors, and that's why we got a $37 trillion deficit, and now they're looking at raising the deficit another $5 trillion. I'm willing, and I told the commissioner, my elected officials, that we've got money in reserve that could help mediate this. In 2007, I'm told by Chief Gibson that Chief Poindexter at the time got some surplus equipment to try to help the technology we had then. But there again, that was surplus. If we haven't invested anything in 60 years, it's time to step up to the plate. Like I said, we don't deficit spend on the local level or on the commission level because we're required by state law to balance our budgets. federal government isn't. I guess if we were asking for a grant from the federal government to deal with illegal aliens, we could probably get a grant for that. My understanding is Mr. Deathridge has tried to get a grant and has been unsuccessful. So,
Do you think this will open it up where every other town will ask for this?
well, my understanding is that Okarche and Hennessey on either side of us already have some kind of a
That is
system in place. They're tied into, is it NOAA, I believe?
They're tied into the National Weather Service, those alerts that go out.
Yeah, yeah. I do believe
Sounds good.
we do need a public campaign. Mr. Deathridge told me there's only 3,000 residents that are registered on his system that notifies. Last Tuesday, we were up in Eden having dinner. It was my wife's birthday, and we got home at 9:30. And when I got home, that's when I got my notification on my phone. She got a notification on her phone. We turned on the TV, and I was stunned. I said, geez, we just came from the north, and this thing's coming from the northwest, you know? I think the technology is out there, the resources are out there to help the residents know, but I just think sometimes all this chipping of teeth and calling the newspaper and wanting to blame everybody else. We recognize 1960, a lot's happened in 1960, in 60 years. And so my feeling is we need to step up to the plate and partner on this and get her done.
So what do I tell the citizens of Hennessey, and naturally I'm in District 2, what do I tell them when they said, you know, we purchased ours, why don't they do the same?
Well, Kingfisher is the anchor for the county. We have 5,000 residents here, and the outlying areas of the county all come through Kingfisher. And so whatever we do here, and if we need to expand the network, I don't know if Hennessey and Okarche, I know Okarche's kind of half in Canadian County and half in Kingfisher. If they want to join in this effort, I'm open to that as well. But I'm here trying to help the 5,000 citizens, you know, that are in Kingfisher. I don't know how far this reaches out, but I don't think we should look at it as a territorial issue. I think we should look at it as a public safety issue.
How many sirens are you talking about replacing?
Ryan,
I believe there's six, is that right, Andy? Yeah. So let me introduce Andy Goddard. He is the gentleman that has serviced our sirens for years.
okay.
He's the gentleman that came over on Friday and then was here on Saturday during the testing and has provided an updated quote for the city that we can share with that.
That was a 6-0, that's not counting the two in the county.
No, that has nothing to do. So the county, depending on what FEMA does, our grant has been pushed through the process, and we actually have 4 in the county, because we've actually picked up 2 additional locations in the county. So our grant is on hold. They were submitted at the same time. The cities is just, it's been submitted, it's just there. Ours has made it, the counties has made it a little further, but we also are dealing with FEMA and the tightening of the reins of FEMA. And so I don't even know the longevity or even the possibility of Kingfisher County's storm sirens going forward. You know, I'm told one thing, but with all of the FEMA cutbacks, I don't know where we're at on that. I've made several calls. The people that are going to know that are going to be here tomorrow. So I can ask more questions tomorrow, but you know, a lot of times they don't know because they're waiting on FEMA to tell them something.
Right.
And you know, with the federal government, we're here to help.
Yeah.
At some point.
So Andy, did you find anything? Did you find an ROUS or?
So I came up Friday, checked them out. The one at the street department, it had an issue previously in May that it needed a starter. Okay, but I rechecked it and the radio decoder is not decoding. So that has 2 compounding problems at the street department. I went and checked everything. The one at the fairgrounds, it has a motor issue currently, which is a pretty simple fix. It's not, I don't think it's detrimental. But that was new. So I came back on Saturday and observed the test. And I observed the gentleman run it. The radio that they use to do this with, there's a series of sequences of buttons you have to push on this radio. It's like a thing they have to, it's not simple. To me, it's not simple at all. Standard equipment for alerting equipment typically is an encoder dedicated for the sirens. It has a key so you can secure it. You turn the key on, you push the function that you like, and then send. It's 3 easy steps. That over there takes 4 or 5 steps, and I think there might have been some confusion on the last step, because when they went through the sequence, I was watching the display on the radio, and you can see it say siren, and then it says something else. Then when they hit the button, it has a spinny wheel, like, it's thinking.
Yeah.
Well, you have to hit the button again. Maybe there was some confusion and they didn't hit the
So it
button
was
the
an
second
operator
time.
error.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Saturday it just went off like it's supposed to.
Well, I guess when you're 70-mile-an-hour winds coming at you and the rain's coming, you're getting nervous. And, I could see operator error.
One thing, if I may, with the National Weather Service, what Hennessey and Okarche has, that takes human error out of it. It also opens up additional errors, but it does take human error out of it. And I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying if it would take that out if we relied upon the National Weather Service when they send that alert out, that it would send it off, sound those off. There is other issues that go along with that, but it's probably not a bad offset. What would your opinion be on that?
So
Mr. Goddard?
what the service that he's speaking of is Commander 1, and you draw a polygon around Kingfisher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can also lay other polygons out for if other communities decide to join in. You could draw geofences. So when these polygons that the National Weather Service publish, as soon as it hits that fence, it triggers the sirens. So you're relying on several things to happen to make that happen. Number one, the person typing in the information doesn't miss a decimal point, misspell a word, that has to work. Then you have to have the communication process through the network and through the internet to get there, right, to activate your siren. So you open up a couple of opportunities for failure. However, you have the opportunity to activate the sirens on your own as well, right? And Commander 1 will also send notifications to you, like, for when the sirens go off, it sends a notification to people on the list that sirens are being activated, so so the technology's there, but there's pitfalls with everything, but, that's just one great feature of Commander 1. It does work.
So nothing's 100% safe proof?
No. There's always an opportunity for failure. You go out, twist the key in your car, there's an opportunity of failure for the battery not to start the car.
We could put a man on the moon, but
Exactly.
we can't,
Yeah,
notify the citizens.
is it reliable? Yes, but is there opportunity for failure? Of course there is. I'm not going to stand here and say that there wouldn't be any opportunity for failure.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you understand the pitfalls.
So was my assessment about it being a civil defense system, 1960, that's what I've been briefed on.
Those are civil defense era sirens.
Yeah.
I think the oldest one you currently have is from probably 78. The ones that Randy Poindexter, acquired, they got them from me. They're from 1984.
Okay.
There was one at the Pioneer telephone company on their tower. That was probably the newest one, but I don't know. It's gone now. It had an issue, but it's gone, and I don't know where it is currently.
It's at the electric department. The Pioneer wanted it off their tower, so
Okay.
we just had the electric department remove it.
Yeah. So, they are civil defense sirens, but they've been utilized forever as storm warning, all hazard sirens,
Yeah.
So.
Right, is 250,000 still the number we're working with?
Yeah, the quotes I gave him are from 24, and I have talked with the manufacturer and we've held those prices because they've had several increases due to all kinds of reasonings, just normal, up steps and then tariffs and, you know, so, but they've agreed to hold their pricing. And it's done on a quoting mechanism that it's tips, so, yeah.
What that means is we don't have to go out for bid. By doing that.
Okay. Sheriff, you're from Hennessey. How does that system work up there? Are you?
Is it still the same as it was when I was there?
It's the new one, but yes, the one that Kyle did chainsaws.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I actually helped set those sirens off. You can set them off just from your handheld radio. You can switch to that channel.
Oh,
Push
really?
a button. It cycles through. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Was it expensive?
I don't remember. I'm sure it was.
It's the same. It's the same.
Probably the same thing,
It's the
right?
same product.
Oh, it is.
I believe.
Commander One will also allow you to do it from your phone or from your computer. You can log into the cloud and you can activate it.
Not just anybody.
No, people that are set up.
Okay.
Yeah, not just
Yeah, I
anybody.
had set up for that too, but since
sorry?
usually I was at the fire
No.
station helping the guys with all the stuff, I just had the radio there with me. I was pushing on the radio.
Yeah.
I set the sirens off.
The other aspect of this is security and communication from point A to point B, from like, if it was at dispatch to the siren, it's running a digital signal versus two-tone that you're using now, which is super easy to hack. So what this system that I quoted, it's 256 bits, 256-bit encryption along with time stamping. It's very sophisticated,
Okay.
and so it secures that that process of communication.
I hadn't even thought about hacking.
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, like I said, I sent a 2-page memo to the commissioners. They're supportive of it. The mayor is supportive of it. And I was hoping to get some support from the commissioners to share in the cost, partner with us, and make it a little safer. We never know when these tornadoes are going to hit. They could hit in the middle of the day. They could hit like they did last week at 10 o'clock, 10:15 at night when everybody's home in their beds. But I definitely believe we need a campaign to educate the public about tying us in either with NOAA, with the emergency management system here, with Ryan Deathridge's crew, to be notified on your cell phone. I mean, somebody even told me there are people in Kingfisher County that don't have phones. We got 12-year-old kids in high school and junior high that have phones. So I don't believe there are people that don't have a cell phone in this day and age, and we're in 2025.
Jim, I might say our system that we have that is free of charge is also activated by the National Weather Service.
Yeah.
And it will call your home phone.
Oh, a hard
This is-
line?
It will call a hardline phone. It will send you an email. It will send it out on text.
Yeah.
That system, the county pays for it currently. And it's a system that works, but we only have, as you mentioned, and that I had said, we only have 3,000 people on it in the whole county of 15,000.
Yeah.
We can help with that if you get it put out on social media. I'll share it. You can share it. We ought to share that. It'll help everybody, get everybody signed up to that. That'll help. Jack, I'm sure will help.
Do you feel like we need to table this till we
I
have?
believe so. Is there any other discussion about it? Anybody else have anything to say about this? Then I would honor a motion to table if you wish. If you want to do that.
That's so moved.
Second that.
Okay.
Moss?
Yes.
Sparks? Schwartz?
Yes.
Thank you, commissioners, for the time to come.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll do some investigation on this and look at some different options, see what we can come up with.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Item G, commissioners' comments or announcements. I have nothing.
Safety meeting this week.
Safety meeting, all county employees Thursday. Okay. Item H, new business. Consideration and possible action with respect to any other matters not known about or which could not have been foreseen prior to the posting of this agenda. I have none. Okay. Aye. Adjournment.
We adjourn then.
Moss?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes.
Sparks?
Yes.
We adjourn.
You got anything this morning?
Not right off the bat. I'll probably think it's